going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by the podcast dad himself. Podcast dad, how are we doing, man? Better now?
Allergies are on fire, but I'm doing good, man. Doing good. Long time no see.
I know. We had quite ourselves the eventful Saturday morning, to say the least. 24 hours of the Main Event Network, 24-hour live stream. Gotta say, for our first time trying this out, we did pretty fucking well.
I thought it was a lot of fun. Hopped on Friday night, had some fun there, and then come on Saturday morning. Made my drink a little too strong, but hey, we had a lot of fun. I don't think that will be the last time you see a 24-hour stream from the Main Event Network. That will probably not be the last time that you see Brunch with the Junkies either. So just a heads up.
Yeah, absolutely not. I think that it is safe to say that that's going to have to end up in the rotation a little bit more often than not, especially with the way that you make your Bloody Mary, sir.
Strong.
Yes. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook. Most importantly, Podcast Dad, tell everybody why they should subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You've completely changed it up on me. I was getting
Just
ready to tell them.
Ah,
man, you threw me way off. Don't ever do
That's
that.
All right.
No pre-show prep here. But yes, if you like what we're doing here, tell one person. I'm still gonna answer it the same way, whether you like it or not. I was at 2 toddler birthday parties this weekend, and I told every person there to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So you can do the same thing. That's all we're asking.
And shout out to Fernando in the audience tonight. He was in the chats like 20 minutes ago before we even went live. So that is dedication. Join the Wrestling Junkies community. We like to have a lot of fun here, and he's absolutely right. This was a massive weekend for wrestling, not just for the Main Event Wrestling Network, but WWE/NXT, AEW, all having massive shows. Shout out to our friends at Action Wrestling. Dean 2 was a massive success. Shout out to Matt Griffin and everybody that put that together. Tony Khan, AEW Ring of Honor. If you have not watched this yet, IWTV, seriously, $10 a month. It's an app on Amazon Fire Stick. Like, there's no reason not to check out the show.
I mean, shit, you have Bryan Danielson putting you over live. Must have been a good show because that guy likes good wrestling. So, guys, go check out Dean 2. It was awesome.
Yeah, this is it's a good time to be a wrestling fan. Podcast that we have a lot to talk about here. Real quick, we've already gone through all of our socials, but we want to show some love to our friends at Gorilla Press Apparel. Gorilla Press Apparel.bigcartel.com, promo code UJP2024 gets you 25% off site wide. That t-shirt, this super comfy hoodie, you can get all of this on that website. This is absolutely incredibly comfortable stuff. Shout out to them. Again, if you love pro wrestling in general, you need yourself some Gorilla Press Apparel merch.
Yes. All right. Now, you need to stop doing all your plugs because we had a huge weekend of wrestling. Let's get to it.
Where do you want to start?
Let's start Saturday night's main event.
Okay, let's do it.
Did I not tell you that was going to be the exact match that John Cena and R-Truth were going to have? Did I not tell you that?
You might have said something about it. You might have said something about
exactly what we needed.
In this game.
Exactly what we needed. It was gold, Jerry. It was gold. It was amazing. I loved every second of it. That was awesome because look, R-Truth is not at John Cena's level. We know that. So Cena did this thing. It was awesome. That was my favorite part. One of my favorite parts of the entire weekend was that.
Well, I guess that was it for what it was. Super fun match. I know we're kind of going out of order here. I just really like seeing R-Truth get the rub and get a moment to have a main event match, or semi-main event match that we're not gonna see that very often. So they have fun chemistry, and this kind of puts a bow on that very, very one-sided rivalry for a decade.
Well, again, that's what he's doing. He's wrapping up all these rivalries. He wrapped up Orton. He wrapped up Truth. He's going to wrap up Punk. Hopefully, AJ Styles is in that mix too, because I really want AJ Styles and John Cena to have one last match. I was also correct. Man, I had a great weekend. I was also correct with. I'm pretty sure pretty sure I said, I think we're going to see the third man.
You were right.
And it was big Bronson Reed. I love the addition.
We didn't, because I don't think either of us really predicted that. I don't think we threw his name out really as a potential third man. I thought
he was out till like mid-year.
That's what I said. It surprised the hell out of me.
I guess it is what, May? It is May. Come on. May 27th.
I think what you're trying to, because I thought there were a few more months where he was on the shelf too. Yeah. Definitely didn't expect the return here, but this is a magnificent addition to the group. I mean, I think we've kind of said a lot since the group's formation at WrestleMania that Seth Rollins, we know, is diabolical. We know that, we've seen it, and then he's got the power play of Paul Heyman. Who else but Paul Heyman could broker the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yep. And
finding a way to bring Bronson Reed into the fold after Bronson Reed took Seth Rollins out 4 weeks, and they go to War Games. Like it was a bright spot of 2024 to finally see Bronson Reed mixing it up with main event guys. And now he's got an opportunity to make sure that he remains at the forefront for the foreseeable future. I do want to talk about the fact that it did not seem like Braun Breaker was in the loop that Bronson Reed was returning.
Well, they dangle that carrot just a little bit. I think eventually
I like it.
The goal of this group is to elevate Braun, and eventually he will turn on Seth Rollins. But, plant the seeds a little bit. Braun's still that young, fresh, and Heyman's right there going, hey, it's okay. This is good. We're good. I love that because something tells me that Paul Heyman's just going to go like, well, rockets on this guy. I'm just going to attach myself to Braun. And when we turn kind of thing, right? So
that's right, yeah.
It's a fun dynamic. And yeah, they shouldn't be totally all bought in yet because I think they all want the same thing. And Braun will eventually get there. But he's going to have to watch Seth Rollins do it first, and that's probably going to eat him up a little bit. And yeah, we're going to get that Batista Triple H kind of story.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think anything that you can do to get what you can out of both these guys, because, I mean, Bronson Reed even at this point is also should be considered the future of WWE. He's not going to be a Money in the Bank or anything like that, but that's not to say that they can't turn him into a monster heel that is a credible world title contender. It's going to take a little seasoning, and I think with having Seth Rollins, Paul Heyman kind of guiding that, I think that this is great. That group is complete, so leave it at the 4 of them. And I just want to see them. I just want to see them run through the entire roster.
I could still add Becky. I'd be okay with that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay if they still. I mean, because you have that power couple dynamic kind of thing. That would be fun.
Yeah. Yes. Speaking of Becky Lynch, looks like one more time for the Intercontinental title coming up at Money in the Bank.
It's definitely not going to be one more time. Becky's going to win this match. Come on. Yeah. I've watched wrestling for way too long. Come on.
I said one more time, not one last time.
Okay, that's better. That's better.
Semantics.
Just say another match, because we're definitely getting a third. So
it's now does Seth get a bigger brute to replace Braun when he starts to rebel?
I don't think so.
If we've learned one thing about Seth Rollins, there's always a plan B. There's nobody that immediately comes to mind right now as to who that would be, and I think maybe that's half the fun of just kind of seeing how they sow the seeds of the split and whether Seth himself feels threatened, because he still has Bronson Reed involved, so there still is a big man that if we go back to the Evolution split, it's Randy first, but Triple H still had Batista backing him up. That it's not out of the realm of possibility. I still know who that would be right now.
I think we're months away from this, so us predicting this now is I don't know. Yeah, I can see that too, because that seems to be the rumor for Evolution 2 is Bayley versus Becky. I could also see that for the IC title, so it could go either way.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do like the idea of having to raise the other's hand and trying to add a respect element to it. But yeah, I don't think that this is the last time, but I do think this is when Becky wins the title.
I did. I would have to agree.
Yeah.
Damian Priest beat Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
Another one, I think I saw that coming because Drew is going away to shoot that movie.
Mm-hmm.
That would make sense. And it gives Damian Priest something to do while Drew's gone, and it gives Damian Priest momentum because they're still behind him.
They are.
Fine match. Not anything too crazy, but pretty good. Yeah. And then obviously Jey Uso wins. So
surprise, surprise. Cody Rhodes coming back. I threw that out there that if there was time to do it, it's now. They got Money in the Bank to build too. So John Cena, Travis Scott taking on Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso or CM Punk. I don't know. I blanked that quickly. Yeah. Your thoughts? Okay.
Those are my
That's
thoughts.
what that look means. Yeah.
I don't care. We can't get anybody else but Travis Scott. Anybody else. What are we doing?
Dwayne doesn't want to come back.
Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso taking on John Cena in a handicap match. Basically what that is.
Pretty much. I mean,
it's not even like Dennis Rodman. Dude's not even an athlete. So I just I hope. I don't know, man. I'm still not going to be into it.
This is, welcome to the TKO era of WWE.
I don't want to waste one of Cena's dates tagging with Travis Scott. I don't want that. Oh, so it's Paul.
And you were correct, fact checker. That was my fault.
That I'm a little bit better with. I could see them adding Travis Scott and Jimmy because that's the rumor, but still, I don't need Cena and Paul teaming up, and I guess just to get heat. I don't know.
Yeah, because what we also forget is, what did John Cena say that he wanted to do with his title reign?
Ruin professional wrestling.
So what better way to ruin professional wrestling than the 17-time world champion who had to use Travis fucking Scott to win his 17th world title despite doing it perfectly fine on his own the previous 16 times? A social media megastar who's getting a lot of flack for starting out really well but only has a handful of matches a year that are heavily choreographed. Yes, he's a freak athlete, but he's no professional wrestler. How else are you going to ruin wrestling? Oh, be like, yeah, I'm going to team up with these guys. We're going to take on the new face of the company, the current world champion, and his brother, who are considered the greatest tag team of all time, and celebrating 15 years of WWE this year.
I guess. I don't know. Neither title being defended on a PLE. Don't love that either.
I don't either. And Fernando, I wouldn't necessarily call it a waste. I think I think it's more, we were conditioned explicitly to expect one thing and got something very different. There was no intention to follow up on the Rock, Cena, Travis Scott segment from Elimination Chamber. That much we know because Dwayne has essentially intimated that after WrestleMania that's why he was there, is that they needed to pop a number. But there was no intention to follow up on this heel turn. I think if we didn't dangle the thought that The Rock and John Cena would somehow align for this larger story that would take over the Bloodline story, because I don't know, I personally enjoy wrestling when they have that one great storyline that's just making everybody go gaga for it. And Bloodline story over the last 5 years did a great job of doing that you could have easily kept this going because there was still the tension between Rock and Roman. But all of that seemed abruptly and kind of haphazardly thrown to the wayside. Again, there was no plan for Rock and John Cena to really do anything other than what we saw in Toronto that night. So it sucks. I wouldn't call it a waste of the heel turn. I like that they did it. And I came around on it because the segment was great. We know that we only have a handful of limited dates left, but there were a lot of matches of Cena's that we wanted to see one last time. I do still think he'll elevate a talent, I think, before his career is said and done. I think that there will be somebody that gets that rub, but the last time we really wanted to see that opportunity, much like Fernando saying in the comments here, he put over Austin Theory at WrestleMania and they did fuck all with it.
But this is the issue. It's he has the limited dates left. This is the John Cena retirement tour. This is not a match that I wanted to see on the John Cena retirement tour.
I don't either. I
wanted to see Punk versus Cena. I want to see AJ Styles versus Cena. I don't want to see a tag match with John Cena. It's not what I want. If this is the last time I'm getting John Cena, this is not a match I wanted to see. That's just me.
I get it. Hey, I'm not knocking it whatsoever. This is not how I would use him for his final year either. But I mean, if we have to talk, if we're going to talk about John Cena ruining wrestling, if that's the story, then mission complete thus far.
I guess. But we're borderline go away heat with this kind of match. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm just not into it. I don't want to see a tag match with John Cena. That's just not. I don't.
Yeah.
I want to see him versus Roman. I want to see these one-on-one matches that we're going to get one last time. This is a match that we've never gotten that I don't want to see one last time. I don't want to see it the first time.
Yeah. Also, real quick, guys, I'd like to point out one more time, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. We are at 470. We are 30 subscribers away from reaching 500. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your sneaky links, situationships, bartenders, therapists, what have you.
It could be the same people.
What's that?
All of those could be the same person.
Damn, what are you into? Jesus. Okay.
Hey, But yeah, no, tell one person if you like what we're doing here. Hey, subscribe. Hello.
Hello. Thanks for joining us tonight. Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated. AEW Double nothing. Hell of a show. Is there anything else to talk about for Saturday night's main event, or can we move over?
Real one.
Yeah.
Didn't really move much.
It's okay. It needs star power.
Yeah, but she's the champion again. I wasn't ready for EO to lose.
I don't necessarily think that we're seeing. I
wasn't ready for EO to lose.
I don't think that Rhea being in the match means that she's automatically going to win it.
No, she already won, didn't she? She won a Saturday night's main event.
Wait, Rhea wrestled a man? Maybe I'm forgetting because I remember Chelsea and Zelina for the U.S. title.
Did I miss something? I swear I thought I saw something like that.
No.
Let's talk about AEW.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
You might be
wrestling this weekend, guys.
Yeah, there was a lot of it, and Clint absolutely Double or Nothing. Really, really fun show. I think that we knew, and NXT Night Shift has confirmed. Really, Mr. OTM running like 3 or 4 social media channels has confirmed they did not wrestle on main event.
Maybe I saw an old clip on social media. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Again, guys, you saw me eat potato salad live on the stream, so it was a long weekend.
And it was disturbing.
Yeah, it wasn't disturbing.
I
wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Double or Nothing. A whole lot of fun here. Where do you want to start?
I want to start with your bold take. Throw it out there. You threw it in the group chat.
Okay, I mean,
you know what you're doing. It was Anarchy in the Arena. Weekend. You said you didn't enjoy it as much as you thought you would.
Oh yeah. So I did watch it back. The match is good. It really is. I think that's cool for like a few minutes and like maybe the first 2.5, 3 minutes into it, but there is a lot of stimulation in that kind of match already that the music adds to it when used sparingly. I think this time it was a little bit overkill.
Well, you can tell Tony Khan was a New Jack fan. That's all I know from these matches.
Can't argue with that.
Look, it was fine. It's just I like Anarchy in the Arena as a concept. They've just done it a lot, with the same people. I'd like to see it switched up a little bit next time. Like Omega's been in a bunch, the Bucks have been in a bunch, Moxley's been in a bunch. I'd like to see it maybe with some different people next time to freshen it up. It wasn't the best Anarchy in the Arena we've ever seen, and it's hard to live up to those. So when you're like the 3rd or 4th best Anarchy in the Arena, it's man, like I really like the other ones better. Like I can never forget that visual of Eddie Kingston walking down the ramp with a gas can covered in blood. Like I'm never gonna forget that. So, the memorable moment in this one was Swerve getting his tongue stapled
by Marina Shafir. I do love that Lone Marina got the opportunity in this match. It that was long overdue. But I do agree that as far as that particular match style, excuse me, I'll give you that. But I do like that. Hey, we at least got Marina and Willow to add to some of that, because I really love their involvement in this match. Their spots were a lot of fun.
The other thing too is we also had a stretcher match on the card. Like it's a lot of hardcore stuff.
That's fair.
And maybe a little bit less is more. Like I don't know if I'm just becoming desensitized to all of the hardcore wrestling in AEW, but it seems like we get hardcore matches all the time. And when they do hardcore matches well, they do them well. Like the stretcher match was a lot of fun. Like it was really, really good. One of the best stretcher matches I think I've ever seen. But then you have Anarchy in the Arena as well, and it's just like, okay, that's a little bit too much. Like you kind of want to let some of these hardcore matches breathe a little bit. Mercedes wins. I think we all expected that.
Yeah, that's.
I'm not excited for her to be Toni Storm. I'm just not. I think the build will be fun. Yeah.
The character work is going to do a lot to sell this match. I mean, we even know that the wrestling itself is going to be spectacular. It is just, I think, I don't want to speak for you, but it just seems like something with Mercedes Moné, for me, does not hit the same way that it was with Sasha Banks. Like, just something just feels off.
It kind of feels
like finger on it.
It kind of just feels like she's the big fish in the small pond. And I say that in, the nicest way possible. It kind of just feels like she's too big for AEW.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just kind of how I look at it. Like, when is she going to lose? And who is she going to lose to? I don't see that happening.
Yeah. I mean, look at...
Unless it's Toni Storm, but she feels like a bigger star than Toni Storm.
Yeah.
It's almost like, I'm not even going to go there. Not even going to go there because it's a bad comparison. But I kind of wanted to see Jamie Hayter take on Toni Storm because we've never gotten that kind of blow off that we've been asking for. On the other side of the tournament, a little bit of a shocker. Not to me because I predicted it. Again, had a great weekend. I should go gambling. Hangman beats Will Ospreay. Setting up fifth match between him and Mox. We were there for one in Cincinnati. I like this. Again, you want to talk about kind of Mr. AEW. I think Hangman should be on that short list because he's been there the entire time. He won the title and his meteoric rise the first time. He's had some of the best matches in AEW with Swerve and Moxley. And now, this whole Death Riders thing is going to have to come to an end eventually. And Hangman could and probably should be the one to do it right now. Like, he's right there. Like, if it's not going to be Hangman and it's not going to be Omega, I don't know who it's going to be. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, and I think that this is fun because the big point of the face-to-face between Ospreay and Hangman a couple of weeks ago was you have been distracted for a year, and in that time I picked up the mantle, and this is I like the idea of Hangman finally getting his head screwed back on straight. He's kind of done everything that he needs to do to regroup and refocus and set his sights again on getting back that world title. Ospreay is a bit of an interesting case here because if it is not his time for the title now, I mean, I think we both know that he's going to eventually be world champion.
Maybe. Does he? He doesn't need it.
I'm not saying that he does need it. I'm just saying that, if you're going to ask me gun to head whether Will Ospreay will win the AEW world title at some point during his AEW tenure, I'm going to say yes.
Oh. Took Danielson a long time, too.
But he won it, is what I hear you saying.
Yeah, well, maybe Jeff Jarrett's got to get a run in first.
Fuck out of here.
Oh, that's funny.
And Darby is on the way back.
Don't care.
I know.
Don't care. If Darby Allin is the one to take it off Moxley, whatever. I can name 75 people that are better on that roster right now.
Okay, floor is yours.
Okay. Samoa Joe, Hangman Page, Swerve, who else? Kenny Omega, Hobbs could have done it. Shit, you can give it to Hook before Darby Allin. That's more believable. Shibata, Ricochet. We keep going?
Yeah, I said name
Bobby
75.
Lashley, MJF. Are you keeping count? Where am I at?
I lost count already.
Oh, exactly. I can keep going. Anybody in Ring of Honor.
How am I supposed to count that?
Daniel Garcia, Claudio, Pac, Brody King.
Hey, this was a mistake.
Buddy Matthews could do it. Hell.
Okay.
Who else? Can we keep going? Huh? I can keep going.
Well, you kind of threw me for a loop with
I heard Hammerstone was backstage. Cope. What else? Christian. Nick Wayne's probably a better option. They had it with Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy could have done it.
Man, I miss him.
Yeah. Over Darby Allin, yes. Shit, bring Sting out of retirement. Sting can do it. AR Fox had a great showing the other night, too. Give it to AR Fox.
Yes, he did.
No, like Darby Allin's like one of the last people I want to see with the world title. I'm sorry. If they're going to make it a big moment, it's going to be great, and everybody's going to love it. I'm just not. I'm sorry. I'm just not. It's not the same as Jeff Hardy. It's not. You can't tell me it's not. Or you can't tell me it is.
I didn't try to.
But that's the argument online. Oh, he's the modern day Jeff Hardy. No, he's not. No, he's not.
No,
he's not. You got me all fired up. Don't do that.
Well, we haven't talked in 3 days. Calm the fuck down.
What's going on? You playing fucking Sonic over there?
No, MJB is playing Grand Theft Auto.
Oh, okay. MJB, I made another trade in fantasy. We need to talk afterwards.
Podcast that made another trade in fantasy he wants to talk to you about after this.
What's that?
He made a trade in fantasy that he wants to talk to you about after this.
Yeah.
You heard the man.
I did.
All right, so Double or Nothing. What else? Stretch match was a lot of fun. I like the Ricochet is being used consistently. Mark Briscoe continues to just be fun as fuck to watch. That was bloody.
That's probably match of the night in my book. I mean, that's mine. I love that match. That match was so much fun.
Okay, yeah.
That was my match of the night. I know it's not everybody's, but that was my match of the night because I had a lot of fun with it. They had their comedy spots. They had their really brutal spots. Briscoe was bleeding buckets, and it was just a good match with a good story. Yeah. I enjoyed it. That was my match of the night.
I was a little confused at the finish. Maybe it's just them putting their own spin on what a stretch match is, because that was more of an ambulance match than a stretch match. If I'm splitting hairs, that's all. That would be the only critique I have of that match.
I also really love Mina Shirakawa.
Right?
She is great, like a great wrestler.
Yeah.
Like a great wrestler. Like that spot with Luther where he was like bent over and she like did the twist thing on Tony.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. Like I just never seen anything like that before in my life.
Yeah,
I've been watching wrestling for 25 years. Like that was awesome.
I think my best friend's headed to WWE.
I think they got allegedly. I think they got a real good one in Mina. Like I think they need to continue to push her because she is. I think she's awesome.
Great theme song, super fun entrance too. Like a lot. Yeah, there's a lot to enjoy about what she brings to the product for sure. Mm-hmm. Problem, or I won't say problem, but it's what do we ask next? What's the follow up going to be for her? Because remember when Deonna Purrazzo was at the top of the card and fighting for championships, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What's next? We'll find out. She keeps kissing people. I'm sure the Cheeto fingers will love it.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fine. What else? NXT had this show too.
They did. Golly. Sol Ruca continues to show why she's the shit.
Yeah, but sorry I got kicked out. Start of the heel turn.
Yep. Give it time. Because that's gonna be such a fun match.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I really want it to be. I want that split to start with the Sol is on her shoulders and Batista style.
That'd be good. Yeah. Good soul snatcher too. That's a fun one.
Yeah, very.
No, we need to talk about the thing.
The title change that finally happened.
Yeah, Trick Williams is the TNA World Champion.
Yeah, and they did it with the TNA president in the front row. That should have told everybody. Yeah, and because we both been saying it. If you're going to do it, now is the time. Because Trick really doesn't have a whole lot else to do on NXT right now. So
they're not bringing him up. So why not?
I wouldn't bring him up right now. No.
Why not? Let him go to Worlds Collide and do something with the NXT or the. I don't even know, the TNA champion. NXT title match. That was a good showing, I thought.
Yeah, no, Miles Bourne. They have something here. I think we can just declare it that they have something here with Miles Bourne. He's somebody that should stay in the main event picture. Because him being the breakout of the Quarter Catch crew, I think would be appropriate here.
That entrance, Dempsey did not give the fist bump in the entrance, so
nope.
That's probably the next feud.
Because it could be. And if there was ever a time to bring his dad back,
I'll get my hopes up. Stephanie wins again. I don't think there's a surprise there.
No.
No interest in the JC Jane feud. I'm sorry.
No, I'm cool.
None. But the stuff with AAA will be good.
Yeah. Excuse me. Tony D'Angelo and Stacks.
I'm done, dude. I'm done with this.
That was a tough one. That was a tough one.
I'm kind of done with all of it.
Cristofino's back. We don't know why. It's like, okay, I like some of the drama intrigue, but the match just didn't do it for me.
It did not. Probably will not. Yeah. What else did we have? So Penta, we're going to jump the roll now. Penta and Seth qualify for the Money in the Bank.
Yes, they did.
Your thoughts?
Big opportunities for them. Dominic Mysterio, the first time trying to get involved with Finn Balor match. And what's that?
I said, God, I hope not. I hope D'Angelo just goes to TNA or something.
What was I saying?
Dude, that triple threat match, Penta, Dragon Lee, and Chad Gable.
So much fun.
That's I will add that to the list of match of the year. That was an amazing match.
Damn near broke his face too.
Dude, Dragon Lee, why have he not been on TV? He is really good. Really good. Put him on TV. Holy shit.
And I love the consistency of the Chad Gable storyline where, yes, you have the opportunity to qualify for Money in the Bank, wrestle twice on a weekend. You've got your match with Hijo del Vikingo, but then you also have to wrestle against the Luchadors in order to qualify for Money in the Bank. Love that.
Yeah. It's good. It's good storytelling.
Yeah.
Chad Gable, you say what you want about Americano, Grande, whatever the hell his name is, but he just keeps getting consistent TV time. Busted his face last night, but man, he's a stud. He's a stud.
Yeah. And it's funny because the same people that probably popped in 2000 for Los Conquistadores, Edge and Christian, are probably some of the same people criticizing, why Chad Gable doing this? He's too good to. He's too good to be doing this, It's like, no, come on. This is a fun story for him to sink his teeth into, and he has become a priority on the roster as a result. So I am not too mad at that. It sounds like something's going on in the Hoops household over there.
Oh, it's just, bath night. And Macy doesn't like getting out of the bath now, so she used to hate the bath. Now she loves the bath. I went to Breaking Benjamin. I don't know why, but I thought of you. Did you like Breaking Benjamin?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, that checks out. Breaking Benjamin and Stain. I'm like, all right.
Now
Yeah.
that we're here, so
Yeah.
far away.
There it is.
All the struggle we. Yeah.
There it is. Anything else?
Yeah. So 2 qualifiers.
I think we touched on it. Becky Lynch and
Yes.
Lyra again.
New
Liv
Day
came
retained.
back.
Congratulations.
I'm not gonna lie, I missed that match.
It was a fun match. Really enjoyed it.
Rusev and Sheamus are linking up.
It was a face-to-face. We don't know what yet. It was just a face-off.
Hey, Karrion Kross was on Raw.
Can't be mad at it. With Sami
I'm
Zayn,
not.
massive
He
pop.
needs to be on Raw.
Oh, Liv returned.
Yeah, and kind of punked Roxanne out a little bit.
The thing is, it still can't help but wonder who's really got the puppet strings here.
Finn.
Are we sure about that?
Yes, he's gonna win the IC title off of Dom. That's ultimately what's gonna happen here. They're all gonna turn on Dom. What is that?
I don't know. It's
What's that in a reference to? When was that posted?
That's what Liv said. We heard that's what we heard off screen before the camera went and panned to her, and then because she was in Japan for that's where they filmed that movie, I think. So there it is. Yeah,
is she actually gonna be in the movie, or is she gonna get the Seth Rollins treatment?
No, she's like so the movie is about like a American diplomat's daughter being kidnapped. She's the diplomat's daughter, so you kind of don't have a movie if you cut her out.
I probably won't see it, so that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
NXT tonight, Stephanie Vaquer takes on JC Jane or defends the title. Something better happened besides that. God, Ricky Saints, he needs to change his Instagram handle because it says Stark Baby. Ricky Saints defends the North American Championship against Ethan Page. What the? Bryce Harper just went day to day. Shit. Sorry, fantasy. Jasper Troy will be in action.
Ooh.
And then Tatum Paxley takes on Jada Parker.
I like that. Decent little night here. Just kind of the palate cleanser kind of week to reboot and get some new stories going. So yeah, it's a fine show.
Will we hear from Trick? Trick is on tonight. Yes, that's the one I want to see.
Yeah,
I want to see what Trick.
I like that because they usually have them take a week off, but no, it's time to.
Well, we need. I think that was big enough that we need to follow up with Trick. Because I need to see what's next for Joe Hendry.
Yeah,
I need that John Cena match. Please, one time. Come on, not the tag match. Put Joe Hendry.
The wrestling gods.
If you put Joe Hendry in the 6-man, I'm back in. If I get Logan Paul, Travis Scott, and John Cena taking on Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Joe Hendry, I'm back in.
You know what? Okay.
I'm back in. I don't know if Cody will allow another blonde man in the match, but we'll see. Might get it mixed up now. You don't know who's who.
Dad, it's quite the week.
Yeah, it was a big weekend. It's a Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
It is.
Yeah. There will be more wrestling because there's always more wrestling. Guys, go check out Dean 2. It was a great show. Check that out. And then subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our TikTok. Subscribe and go follow the Main Event Network if you want fun wrestling T-shirts and or hats. My hat is here somewhere. I don't know where it went. I don't know where it is. Oh, nope, that's not it. But my hat is somewhere. I think one of my children stole it. But GorillaPressApparel.BigCartel.com. Go check them out. They got some fun stuff on there, including a beautiful WrestleSips T-shirt. But yeah, guys, if you like what we're doing here, just subscribe. We're having a good time.
Yes, and we will be back tomorrow. We'll be breaking down AEW Dynamite as we are officially on the road to All In. There is a chance that our friend Bryce Cannon will be joining us. I don't know if you're aware, podcast dad, but Lariato Pro Wrestling down in Georgia. Bryce is their current heavyweight champion. He's got a big match coming up on June 14th, if I'm not mistaken, against, check my notes here, Matt Hardy. Sponsored by the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. We're going to talk to him a little bit about his preparation for a match against one of the all-time greats here. And it's going to be a hell of a weekend. And there might be the possibility of us giving away some tickets to that match in the next couple of weeks here. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, like, share, follow, all of that good stuff. Enjoy Wrestling for Now podcast. It is always a pleasure to see you. Sounds like you have a just very difficult evening ahead of you. So Godspeed.
Love you guys.
This podcast is out of Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies Podcast. And until next time, enjoy the grab.